Hello, coming from Sapang. Look at me. And I'm with Adi. We went shopping at Sainsbury's. And I got all my shopping here. And my heavy backpack here. Going home now. Hello YouTube. Welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna be chatting and talking about life and just life experience in general. So I'm gonna be talking about random different life experience in this video. So let's just go and see what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup while I'm gonna be talking, and we're just gonna chat about life and random life experience for fun. I've missed comedy videos. You know, a lot of you don't know, but I actually do comedy sometimes. I don't know what's coming over me now though. I'm not in the comedy mood now for a while now, but I promise I'll get back. So how you guys doing today? I'm just chilling me at home today, and I'm gonna be going to do some shopping soon because this coronavirus, they said it's now in Scotland and it's scary. I'm playing nice Kora in the background. I come from the Gambia and we love Kora music. Well, I do. I like to listen to it in the house in the background sometimes. So I thought today I'll play it. Hopefully it's not gonna be too loud because I might be playing it in some of my music, some of my videos in the future. And my hands, I got this, it's called Fudan in Wolof, and it's henna. So that one stays longer because this one I applied and I slept overnight. That's why it's darker than this one. This one I applied for only 4 hours. That's why it's coming up already. For some people like it, some people don't like it. They think it's an old woman thing, but I love it. So yeah, we're just gonna talk about random real life things. It's gonna be like a story time video type of. So I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about. I'm gonna talk about being a single mother in Scotland, and I'm gonna talk about dating story, and I'm gonna talk about one of my dating story that I experienced here, and hopefully this will help some of you that is living abroad, either you're a woman or a man, and maybe you want to find somebody. I hope you guys are hearing me because of the Kora thing. So, I have a couple of crazy and amazing dating experience here. Well, I only had one amazing dating experience here. And then the other, no, it's actually two. And then the other one was crazy, which is the one I'm gonna be talking about today. And then I have a couple of other ones that people tried to date me, but it didn't happen. Like they just met me like once, or sometimes I never even met them, but we're just talking on the phone, you know. So I'm gonna talk about this particular one that the guy actually like met me, and like we dated for about 2 months or so. But it wasn't like constantly seeing him, but we were talking on the phone regularly, and we do see each other a couple of times, and we nearly get married like really quick, but God saved my life kinda. I come from a culture that we got married quickly, okay? I come from a Muslim culture, and I also come from a country called the Gambia, and the people there most of the time, especially the Fana people where I am from, they give their children to get married quickly, okay? Sometime, well, most of the time, okay? As long as the person is a Muslim, they just think the person is entitled to marry you sometime. Even if the person have no money to look after you most of the time, they still just don't care, which I think is very wrong. But so I'm gonna just try to do my makeup while we're talking. So there was this guy, and he's from my country. This is a long time ago when I left my children's dad, when the marriage broke up, and I was alone for a couple of years, I think about 2-3 years. And then I met someone who was from here, but that didn't go through, that didn't last. Oh, I feel like I really hurt that guy feeling, but it's a long story. I ended the relationship because of some reason. I'm not going to be sharing that today. And the guy was really hurt. He was like crying a lot and really hurt. I feel so bad, but I had to. And after that, I then met somebody. It's like someone is at my door. Kan mo nekk si bunta bi adi seetal ma. Maybe it's a delivery, I don't know. My son, he's not going to school today. He's not been to school. Today is day number 3. Lan la delivery. Lan lañ delivery suma alal la. Foog naa suma alal la kay. Ah, su la neexee nga ibi ko de, bo if nga bàyyi ko de naa ko ibi. Du suma tur moo fa nekk. Den bàyyi ko de naa ko ibi. Lan la indi ko fi ma xool. Sorry. My son talking to me. Indi ko fi ma xool. My son didn't go to school for day number 3 today because he had the bug or whatever. Like, he was vomiting 2 days ago in the morning when he woke up, and the next day after that he did it as well, which was yesterday. So, and they said when that happened, you're not supposed to go to school for 48 hours, but today he's not been sick yet, so hopefully he'll be fine so he can go tomorrow. But sometime in Scotland, I don't know anywhere else, but sometimes the children just have this vomiting thing in the class, and then when one have it, they'll pass it and everyone else is gonna have it. So it's what's going on, in his class at the moment, at his school at the moment, and he catches it. My son, he loves opening parcels and, like delivery stuff. I think that's my order. That's my stuff, but he's asking if he can open it. They're not all equal. One is high up there and one is just finding bridge. But I'll try to fix it while I'm doing the rest of the makeup. So when I was here for like couple of years, after that guy that I told you that I broke his heart, the Scottish guy, then this guy who is also Scottish came into my life, and we dated for about 10 months. He engaged me and everything. We nearly got married, but the relationship ended. Because of culture differences and just other things as well. I wasn't happy the way he was treating my son and everything. It's a long story. I cannot explain all that here, but I'm not explaining that anyway. The other story is what I want to explain. I'm not explaining the Scottish guy today. So then this other guy came into my life, this other Gambian guy that I want to talk about today, okay? So this other Gambian guy, I know him through my cousin who is living in Switzerland. I think he's in Switzerland. Who knows that guy, you know? They know each other since Gambia, you know. And he told me about this guy and told me that this guy is you know, that it was his friend in Gambia at that time, and that he want to introduce me to him. You know, that his sister is living here in Edinburgh as well as the guy is living in Edinburgh. And I say, okay. So he then introduced me to the guy. He asked the guy to add me on Facebook, and the guy sent me Facebook request, and I add him. This is a long time ago, like 2013 or something. 14, I think it's 2014, yeah. I think so. So, and then the guy added me on Facebook, and then we are talking. I definitely, at first, I never really want this guy, you know, at first. So at first I was like, not I don't want him because of the way he looked, but it was a tiny bit of the way he looked, but it wasn't much of the way he looked. Simply because he's tall, and I like tall guys, but he was really skinny, you know, like, and because I'm not a skinny girl, I don't like a man that is extremely skinny, because I feel like I'm gonna feel so fat, you know, with this man. So I like a guy that is little bit okay. You don't have to be like a muscly fit guy, but at least you have to hold me and I'm gonna feel like someone is holding me, you know. So but this shouldn't put any guy down who is not that big. It's just me, I like to be raw honest in my videos, okay? But some women don't mind if the guy is like this or like that, you know. They just after the heart, and me too. So at first I was like, oh, this guy is really skinny and I'm gonna feel so fat next to him. But I just get on with his personality, you know. He was really nice, and so it's very important for you guys to be nice and understanding, and just especially if you are religious, it's good too. It depends. Some women it works, some women it doesn't. I'm somebody that I'm not very religious, but I like a religious guy. I don't know why. I don't like extreme guy though. Extreme somebody that is gonna be like, you have to dress like this, you have to do like this, you have to do like that, and then the next minute they're doing something that they're not supposed to do themselves, because no one is perfect. And I feel like when you choke someone into the religion or into whatever, they cannot really do it fully compared to when they choose to live it, you know, by themselves. So I like a guy who is religious, because I'm religious, even though I don't seem like I'm religious, and I talk anyhow sometimes in my videos especially, but deep down I am still religious. I'm very God-fearing deep down, believe me or not. I try to watch what I'm doing, you know, sometimes, most of the time. So when I met the guy, I fall in love with the way that he was religious. He was every time praying, and he even get me to start praying regularly again and everything. He was like, every time he called me, he was like, have you prayed, you know? I said, oh, this is good, you know? But then, and he was just showing me love and telling me that I look so beautiful, and that he likes me, and that. So I was feeling like appreciated. What's the word? I was feeling very appreciated, okay? So I was excited and everything. And then I talked to my sister, you know, about him. After we've talked for a while, and my sister, she's very holy. My sister, she's wearing the hijab and everything. She's very holy, my older sister. And I'm close to my older sister, right? And she believes in marriage more than I do. She was just like, there you go. Then you just have to go for it, you know. I said, you know, I don't know, because I don't know the guy very much. He said, well, if your brother said he knows him, your cousin brother, and he says good thing about him, what else do you want to know? I said, you're right. But, he's like, no, don't say, just go for it, Amy. I'm worried. I don't want you to just be there, and just enjoying life too much that you're not going to believe in marriage anymore. Life is too short and we are Muslim, And I said, okay, you're right. So I decided to just, let me try to load this down because I'm not sure if this is distracting my talking. It's a bit loud. So I decided to just go for it, and then agree to this for this guy to marry me within 2 months of meeting him, okay? So this guy then said that he was going to send his people to my people, something like that. But God then saved me. It's crazy, but God saved me then. I know God is like, Amy, I still love you, even though you're finding bread. So God just saved me by making me know who this man was, because this man was lying to me that he's single. When I first met him, first thing I asked him was, are you married in Africa? I said to him, if you're married in Africa, just tell me the truth, I would be happy to know that you're married in Africa, but you want to marry here, because you don't want to do sin, you don't want to have a girlfriend, you want to just be married. So, and I come from a culture that people marry 2 wives. I said, I will understand. Then it's going to be up to me if I'm going to agree or not, but I will understand. But if you tell me no, and then after I find out, I said, it's going to be difficult. I said, so you have the chance to tell me the truth now. And he said, no, I'm not married. I was married years back, but I divorced her a long time, We have 2 children, but we are divorced long time now. I said, okay, if you say so. Because me, I'm somebody that I will just ask you, but if you tell me whatever you tell me, I just believe it. Even if my mind tells me not to believe it, I will just force myself to be positive and just believe you, because sometimes we just have to choke ourselves and be positive and believe people. Because most of the time our mind will, especially when we go through certain things, most of the time our mind will just try to protect us, overprotecting us all the time and telling us that everything is a lie and stuff. So I try to choke my mind sometimes when I want to do something and just go for it. But my mind was telling me, maybe this guy is not divorced, maybe he's just lying. I'm just drinking warm water. There's nothing in it, it's just boiled water. I like to drink warm water in the morning before I eat anything to warm my tummy, and 2 hours later before I can eat or something like this. So I then just believe him, and we met again and again and again. And then I talked to my sister, and he said he's going to send his people. And then one day I took my children to school, and the children, they were way younger. I have to then drop them to school because they were younger. So after I dropped them to school, coming home, my friend called me, who is a friend to this, who her husband is a friend to this guy, She called me, we were talking. I don't know whether she called me or I called her, I can't remember. And then she told me, this guy, she didn't know nothing about the guy then and me. But I remember I met the guy. The guy met me at her house once before, long time ago, okay? But I couldn't remember exactly that it was even this guy. But after she told me it was this guy, I didn't remember it was him. So when I was talking to her, I didn't tell her that, I want to get married. She said, really, who? I said, it's this Gambian guy, his name is and he lives here in Edinburgh. And she said, I said, yes. She said, I thought you don't want to marry a Gambian man, Amy. Before, you were saying that you don't want to marry a Gambian man again. Because before, I used to say that I would never marry a Gambian man again, or just even African man in general, because I was so hot with my culture that I was beginning to believe that everybody in my culture, every man in my culture is bad. It's very hard to find a good man in my culture, and I'm not ready to do all the hard work to find a good man in my culture, so I'm just gonna give up instead. And a lot of us think like this. It's not just me that think like this. I was thinking like this then, but not now, obviously. The man I'm with now, he's from my culture, he's from Gambia. So I was like, I'm not gonna go with my culture guys anymore. I'm tired. You know, it's hard to find a good one, honest one, loving, caring one who will buy you flower and kiss you and tell you they love you every day. So I said that is most of the time a white thing. So I'm gonna find a white man, because most of the time when you see the white men with the black girls, you see them doing that, you know. So I was thinking like this, you know. That time I was younger. I was like, I wasn't even 30. Or was I 29 or 28, 29? Yeah, I must be 29 or 30 this time. I'm not sure. Because I had my daughter when I was 26. And this time my daughter was like 5 years old, something like this. So, but I have to learn my lesson the hard way anyway, knowing that it's not just African thing or white thing. Some men are just nice in general and some men are just bad in general. I learned that the hard way. This is why I try to tell the women to not think like this, because some women still think like this. So so then, you know, I was with this, you know, I talked to my sister and my sister was ready to do it, and my sister agreed, you know, and I was going to talk to my mom and tell my mom that I found someone here and we like each other and he's going to send his people to your people. Because my mom, like I said, she come from a Fana culture that most of the time they will not tell you no, you know, for someone marrying you or something, as long as you're happy with the person. So, and then my friend, when she called me, or I called her, I can't remember, we were talking. And I told her that the guy is Gambian, She said, and he live here. I said, yes. She said, who? And then I told her the guy name. And she told me, oh, maybe it's the same guy who is my husband's friend. Did he look like this? He look like that? I said, yes. And then he said, oh, and he walked in this social place, something like this. I can't remember, but she identified him. I said, yeah, it's him. She said, oh, he came here once you were here, you know, and he came here with my husband, you know, when you were here to see me that time. I said, oh, now I'm remembering, you are right. She said, yes. She said, oh, you now agree to marry a married man. And you were saying that you're not going to marry a married man. But now you agree to marry somebody that is not just married, but who have 2 wives. I said, what? This guy have 2 wives? She said, yes. Did he not tell you that? I said, no. He told me that he have only one and they finished. He have only one and they finished long time. She said, oh, well, this is what's happening. I said, oh my God. So then I asked the guy, I said, can you come? We have to talk about something. And then he said, okay. He came and I told him that he did not deny it or anything. And his excuse was that I was going to tell you after we already do the marriage, because I don't want you to reject the marriage. I don't want you to refuse to marry me. I'm like, what type of excuse is this? Now you make me refusing to marry you for lying to me. Because now I cannot trust you. But if you told me from the beginning, I have choice to agree or to disagree, but at least one thing for sure is that I was going to respect you for telling me the truth, you know. So he said to me that he have 2, it's true. He have the first one and they never divorced, and he have the second one who he married just a year ago. But he loved me and he want to marry me and stay with me here and leave those 2 in Africa. And that he was going to tell me after we're already married. I'm like, how are you going to tell me when we're already married that you are married to 2 women? You know? That means you're blackmailing me to get me to marry you without knowing who I'm getting married to. You know? And I only want to say this because a lot of you still are doing this, you know. A lot of you still are going to a woman and not telling her who you are and stuff like this. And this is not going to help you or us, the women. I know a woman, okay, who her husband did not tell her that she was gonna that he have wife in Gambia. After they got married, you know, and then the woman find out that the man have a wife in Africa, and the woman was not happy. The woman is still not happy. I don't know whether she's still in the marriage. I don't know. Very likely that they're not even together until now. Because when the woman loses your trust, when the woman think that you're a liar, if you can lie about big things like this, it's going to be very difficult for the woman to trust you fully. After you lie about big things like this, things like getting married, you know, things like you have wife and children, or you have a wife and you're hiding it. This is a big thing for us women. And we don't like it when the man hide it. You have to always tell us the truth. Because the reality is 99.9% of the chance the woman will find out. No matter how long it takes. Even if the woman is not African, she will still find out. Simply because the way you are deceiving her, lying that you're not married, God is not going to let you get away with it and she's innocent, you know. Especially when she's a good wife to you. She doesn't deserve that. So God is going to find his way and expose you. And sometimes it's big consequences. So it's not worth it. Just always tell the truth that you're married, but your culture allow you two wives. You want this person. If they say no, you find somebody else. There's a lot of people in this world. You know. But a lot of the time, our men, a lot of them, they just cannot tell you that they are married, you know, especially when you meet them abroad. And this is really unfair, you know. And sometimes they marry these women, and these women are so heartbroken when they find out that these men are married, you know. It's just really bad and just really not worth it. So after he told me that, when you say that to a woman, when the woman find out that you're lying, that you're married and you wanted to marry her on top of that by lying to her, she's gonna not just leave you, but she's gonna find it hard to believe the rest of the men. This is why I said it's not good for you or for the other woman or for the woman that you're lying to. So you're gonna also make the woman confident. You're gonna make the woman not to trust any other man, you know. The woman gonna find it very difficult to trust the rest of the men, and that's not fair, you know, that you're doing that to the woman, you know. And when the woman find it difficult to trust this other man, depend what type of woman she is, but sometimes it's just very bad, because sometimes it can lead to the woman to live a really bad life. You know, some women can even turn themselves into prostitute, or just turn themselves into alcohol or drugs because they're stressed. Because it's not easy to be a single mother. It's very hard. You have different types of single mothers. You have single mothers that their children that help, and you have single mothers that their children that doesn't help, which is even worse. And you have single mothers, you know, that have been through a lot in life, you know, and then they meet the wrong man, which is even worse. Or sometimes they are the problem why the marriage finished. But broken marriage is always a stress, especially if the love was genuine. And now they have that heart broken, plus they have the fact that they have to face all they've been through in life before the marriage even. And they have to face to raise the children by themselves without the children that helping. So they have so many stress, you know, and so many pain. Okay, a lot of single mothers do. That's why a lot of them living all type of life, you know. It's very hard, but a lot of them are going through a lot, you know. So if you just walk into a single mother or just any woman in general and you don't know what she's been through in life, you just see her looking all cute and beautiful, and you just jump in like you want her, okay? And you're not honest, you're just coming to lie and deceive her. It's really not fair, because a lot of these women been through a lot in life, like they've been through so many things, and even if they cannot tell you because they don't want to scare you, you don't have to just come and thinking, I've won the lottery, let me go and lie and get her. Because like I said, a lot of us women been through a lot, and we don't want to tell the man sometimes because this man judge us. And some of them get scared. That's why a lot of us don't tell them. If you are someone like me, I'm easy. I'll tell you. If I don't care, you get scared, you can go. But I'll tell you who I am and what I've been through and stuff like this. For example, especially my child marriage stuff. But some men, when they know who you are and what you've been through, it kind of like scare them, yeah. They're kind of like running away because they don't want to get involved with someone who's been through a lot or something. Because they think when they're involved with someone who's been through a lot, it's not going to work, or they're going to have to be there to fix this person or something, When the reality is, it's not like that. Some people been through a lot, but you've been with them, you'll be very happy. Some people might not go through nothing in life or nothing serious compared to this other person, and you've been with them and you're not going to be happy, So it just depends who the person is and how you connected with the person. But us human beings, sometimes we just don't see things the way they are, sadly. So this makes a lot of women, scared, and even men. And they don't want to tell the person what they've been through. And also a lot of people believe that when you tell the person what you've been through, they're going to use it against you. When the person loves you, they're going to use what you've been through to love you more and protect you more and do not want to hurt you ever again. But when the person don't love you, or they just manipulator, of course they're going to use what you've been through to insult you or try to use it to weaken you, to tell you that, you're finding bridge again, the army job. You always find bridge. Just know that the person don't love you enough, or they're a manipulator. So that's good, because then you are knowing who they are, so you can make your decision. So why do you have to be afraid of that? Why do you have to lie to someone because of that? Because what you've been through is part of you. What you've been through can damage you and can also make you really strong. So you cannot hide it. If the person don't know who you are, they cannot know how to work with you, Because what you've been through is going to have a lot to do with how you react and on how you live your everyday life, okay? It can either make you very mean or very kind if you work hard on it. Depend the type of person you are and how you're working on it. So you cannot hide it, because if you hide it, this person will not know how to work with you, okay? It's just, and sometimes when they know, they might think like, oh, they don't know who they are with, because you're hiding all these years, whatever that is that you're hiding, So I advise you to always tell the people who you are, someone that you find and you love each other and you want to stay together. Always find the courage to tell them who you are before it's too late, like before you are married and everything and it's too late. Because the person have to know who they are marrying to and who they are. And the person, if they really love you, they will know that that's your past. That's nothing to do with, like, you're going to live that type of life now. For example, if you were living a bad life or whatever. And it's nothing to do with because you've been through, for example, some abuse or something. Now you're going to be bad. No. It's for them to use that to love you more. If they really love you, they will never use it to abuse you. So do not be afraid to tell people who you are. But anyway, a lot of people don't want to tell people who they are because I can't even remember where I was with the topic, but so anyway, when I find out that this guy, that he was lying, yeah, that's where I was. When I find out that this guy was lying about him marrying and everything, I just couldn't trust him anymore, you know. He begged and begged and begged for me to continue with him, but I told him I can't continue with you because it's no point. Because when I'm with you now, my mind will not relax because I already see you as someone who is a liar, a deceiver. So if I take you now, my mind will not relax. I cannot trust you. And I'm going to keep thinking that you're hiding more secret from me. So it's better I just leave it. And that's how I ended with him. And it was really sad. But it wasn't really, really sad to me because I didn't know him for a long time. Everything was so new. But yeah, he never wanted me to end it, but I ended. And I was very angry, you know, because I nearly married to this man, you know, not knowing that he was lying to me, and I nearly married him. I don't have enough glue here. If you're not from my culture, you're not going to understand why will I want to marry the man and I just met him. So don't even bother. But if you're from my culture, if you're from Gambia, Senegal, you know, Muslim culture, then you will know that's nothing to us, you know. We believe in marriage a lot. We rather marry to someone that we don't know and just met them than having sex with the person without the married thing most of the time. And I'm like those typical girls, I know. It's very traditional and crazy, but sorry, but that's just who I am. I still really believe in that. I still will prefer that, sadly. So yeah. So that's just how everything ended with that guy, you know. And I just couldn't trust him anymore. And I just have to end the relationship. Trying to fix this eyelashes be like. So I just want you men to know that, you know, when you meet a woman, try to tell her the truth, who you are, you know. Don't just think that you're gonna lie your way and then when you get the woman, then you can tell her the truth. It doesn't work like that. When you tell her the truth, then it's too late. She will still never trust you. What's the point? For majority of the women, they will never trust you. Just like you guys, if you met a woman now and she lied to you just to get you, and after she tell you the truth, will you trust her? No. Even if you love her so much and you don't want to leave, you'll be with her, but without the trust. So it's the same with us women too. It's not just because we are women, we have no feelings. We do have feelings. Most of the time, even stronger feelings than men. Because a lot of us been through a lot of emotional breakdown. And a lot of us been through like hurts, you know, like we love someone who hurt us in the past and stuff. And men do love really hard, but women love harder. Women, when they really love you, we are just emotional. That's how we are made. You know, God make us like that. We are very emotional, you know. Even though a lot of women now trying to fight that. They don't want to be feminine and be emotional. They want to be very masculine and like put away the emotions. But it's very difficult because that's how women are made. We are very emotional. So when we are emotional and you just lying to us and everything, it's not gonna help. You know, just always tell us the truth and then we can make a decision and we can decide whether we want to go ahead with the truth or not. And most of the time we respect you for telling us the truth, you know. Most of the time we might even take you just for the fact that you're honest enough. A lot of women take a guy that they don't even want to take. But because the guy is honest, they'll take the guy. A honest guy is everything. a honest man is what every woman need. Just like the way you guys need honest woman in your life. That's exactly how we need honest men in our life. A honest man is everything. When you have a honest man, you will go to bed and sleep, not worrying that he's gonna have some secret or he's gonna come up with something that I'm not gonna like, you know. A honest man is just everything. There's no money can buy honest man. A honest man is everything to me. A honest man, if you put a honest man and a dishonest man that is a millionaire, but the honest man is poor, sleeping on the street, I'll take the honest man for me, because I've seen life. I don't want nothing in life. I just want honesty. A lot of women are like me. They have a lot of hurt and betrayal in life. They don't want nothing anymore. They just want honesty, nothing else. Just honesty alone. So even if the man have nothing, but the man have honesty, they're happy to take him. So today's chat is just to remind us how important honesty is and why we should apply it no matter what. I know it's very difficult sometimes to apply honesty because, you know, the way the world is now. And we also think sometimes that when you're honest with people, they're going to use it to take advantage of you or something, or they can use it against you, or they might say no. Majority of the time, if the person really loves you, they will not say no. Or even if they say no, they will come back to you again. They'll change their mind simply because the way you're so honest. And even if they say no, just keep your honesty. Because you're honest, God will give you somebody else who will say yes. And who will give you exactly what you were looking for from the other person who say no. And even more. Because the way you are honest. I learned this the hard way. Believe me, honesty is everything. And we must apply it in our life. Doesn't matter what we are looking for in life. But especially when it comes to love. Because a lot of women in this world been through a lot with love that they don't even believe it anymore. Simply because the way people lie. Lot of women in this world now don't believe in love anymore. They don't. They don't even like to see a woman talking about love. They don't even like to see women talking about love. Because they think that when the woman is talking about love, she's weak. And that she's crazy. And that she has to get up and smell the coffee that there's no love and these men are idiotic or whatever. But I'm somebody who don't believe in that. I always believe that it's not all man that is bad. Just like it's not all women that is bad. They have good ones. It's just the good thing is not easy to find sometimes, you know. For some people, it takes them long to find good things in life. For some people, they're lucky enough, they just get up and find the good things straight away, you know. That's all. But doesn't mean that when you finding it hard to find it, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It does exist. It's just taking you longer to find it. But you're going to find it. Don't give up. I like that about me. No matter how hard life is, I don't give up. Even when I try to give up something, I always come back to it. I have this spirit of not giving up. Especially when it's something good, you know, about life and I really want it. Even when I give it up, I just come back to it. I just have to come back. I just can't give it up. So it's like that. I just wanted to say that for us, you know, that any man that, you know, any man that is watching this video and you want a woman, I'm advising you to tell her the truth, the whole truth about you. Don't think that she's going to be scared or she's going to be judging you. Just tell her the whole truth about you. She will love you and respect you and appreciate you more. And the same for us women too. When we meet a man who wants us, let's just tell her the whole truth about us. If this man really wants us, they will not leave us because of that. They will love us more and appreciate us more. And if they leave us because of that, we just know that we're not meant together and God will bring somebody else. There's a lot of people in this world, you know, a lot of human beings. You don't have to worry about one person. The same way you love someone else, the same way you love this person, if the love doesn't work, you will find someone else that you love even more. Believe me, I know this. I used to think I cannot love anyone anymore. Never. After all I've been through. But this man I'm with now, I cannot tell you how I feel for him. Like, I just cannot tell you how much I fall for him. And I used to think I would never like anyone anymore because of the way life treated me all these years. You know, I was like, I'm done with falling for someone. I have to wake up and smell the coffee and know that love is not for me. I used to say that to myself, you know. Sorry. Trying to do this lipstick. Oh my god, it's so red. It's like little dark red here, but here it's like more. Let me try to calm it down a little bit. I don't have this courage to go out like this to the supermarket. So I just wanted us to know that, you know, that we cannot give up finding love because love is out there for everyone, you know, and it's real. And it's gonna happen to everyone who want it, who is looking for it. You just have to take your time and don't give up. No matter how much you've been let down, do not ever give up. That's the worst thing you can do to yourself. It's so easy to give up, Nak, on everything in life anyway. Especially love. It's so easy to give up on love because it's so painful when you're heartbroken. Oh my God. So because it's painful, you don't want to keep repeating the mistake. Like a stupid idiot. You're gonna keep thinking, no. Only God knows what I'm doing with this lipstick now. You're gonna keep thinking, no, I'm not repeating this mistake like a stupid idiot. This is not gonna happen for me, so I'm done. Because it seems easier to give out the sight, give out the hope, give out the belief, than continuing to get hurt. Why are you searching? That's how life is. It's like that with everything else. It seems easier to give up than continuing to fight. I said it seems easier. I don't say it's easier. I say it seems easier because it's not easier. It's actually very hard to give up on anything that you should work hard to get and you give it up. Because whenever you give up something that you really want, your mind is always going to tell you should have not give up. You should have keep going. Especially when you see other people achieve it, you'll be like, I wish I continue looking. By now I find it. By now I got it. It could be anything. So it's like that. As human being, our mind is very, I don't know how to explain it, but when we give up things that we want, our mind is going to keep telling us every time, why did you give up this? Look at this person is now, you know, this person got it. You should have not give up. Come on, why are you coward? Why you always give up? Well, that's how I am. I think a lot of us are like this too. So, and the reality is, I give up some things too. It's not like I don't give up. But like I said, when I give up, I keep coming back to it and keep trying again. Because I have really positive side, you know, in my mind that I always choke with the negative side. When the negative side is finding break, I just choke it with the positive side and just tell her to find a break. But if we just always follow the negative side about things that are hard, we think that it's hard to get, we cannot find them. We just have to find another way of finding them. We will find them. Doesn't matter it's love or whatever. But we also cannot lie when we are finding them. That's the reality. Again, doesn't matter it's love or whatever. I advise you to just try to tell the truth. Believe me, I learned this the hard way. There are consequences for lying. Doesn't matter what it is you lie about. So tell the truth and keep trying. No matter how much you fall, you will find it. Your day will come. Just believe it. Okay? So this is what I wanted to say today, and this video is taking me long already because I was doing this cute makeup. Hopefully you guys will like to try it. I'm thinking my makeup is a bit too much, but I got my hair tie in a bun. So I'm all ready now. I'm gonna go with my African dress to the supermarket. It's not far, it's just across the road here. Not very far. And yeah, I just wanted to say this to us today, and hopefully we're gonna have a good day. I'm gonna see you guys when I see you again. Let me know what you think of this topic and this video, because I will be doing some of these videos, and I'll also be doing playing the kora in the background. I love it, and it represents where I'm from. I'm from the West Africa, the Gambia. And it's nice and peaceful and calm. I love it. I listen to it normally in the house when I'm just relaxing, chilling. But I thought I'm gonna play in my videos now, because if you play any Gambian music, they're gonna tell you that copyright. So you just play the kora then. And also you're representing it for your country. If you just type in kora, you will see them, and you will see different version. If you guys want to know the name of this one, I will type it for you guys. Let me know and I will give it to you. And yeah, I'm also gonna be talking about love, different angle. I'm gonna be talking about not loving yourself and just finding love instead, you know, like what I used to do. I'm gonna talk about that a lot, and I'm gonna talk about the consequences of it. And I'm also gonna talk about the benefit of not giving up in love, the benefit of genuine love in general, just to encourage us more to look for it or to accept it, because a lot of us don't look for it, and even if it does find us, we do reject it. I reject a lot of love. While I was looking for love, I rejected a lot of love as well out of fear. Anyway, it's a long story, but I'll explain more in another video. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys again, and thank you for watching. Bye.